Tuesday, Insights meteorologist Danielle Noyes here for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Here's what we're going to cover in this video today. We got the full Beaver Supermoon viewing overnight tonight and again tomorrow night too. It's actually full officially for Wednesday morning, but it'll rise just before sunset tonight, and you can see it. It's the closest one of the year. If you miss it, we've got another one in December and January. Next system moves in on Wednesday. Fast moving pattern. We talked about that in pattern predictions. Areas of rain and some mountain snow will accumulate. We'll take a look at that, the timing, the amounts, howling wind, peaking Wednesday night with some pockets of isolated damage and outages as well. You can track everything, of course, with our app. It is free in the App Store and Google Play. Tap right at the top to watch our 24/7 continuous weather stream. All right, let's start with water vapor, a good tracer in the atmosphere. And after some of the rain that came through, the downpours, the thunderstorms last evening with some small hail and some damaging wind gusts, now the drier air coming in behind it, the little break in the action ahead of the next disturbance. There's some moisture down across the central plains and some in the northern plains. That's going to be closing in on New England, and there's some energy that's actually in central Canada, a little clipper coming in. So you see this bundle that will dive east. Clippers are fairly fast-moving disturbances, but you notice does gain some steam heading into Wednesday evening and night, strengthens right over us and to our east, and that's going to whip up the wind, but it does keep on moving. Then we get a little break in the action until the next disturbance swings through Friday into early Saturday. That keeps on moving as well. Next bundle of energy taking shape over the Great Lakes and down into the Ohio Valley on Sunday. And that's the next one that will be arriving as we head into Sunday, later in the day, and Sunday night. So it's a fast pattern. Every couple of days, we've got something to watch. So we'll take it one at a time. Let's start with our Wednesday. There will be a couple of showers. You know what this is? A warm front. It's going to be lifting north. So we actually do jump into the 50s, maybe even 60 along the south coast, but a couple of showers in the morning on Wednesday, particularly through Vermont, western New Hampshire, a lift across northern New Hampshire, northwest Maine, maybe one or two extend southward of that, but no big deal. By midday, notice sun breaking out in a lot of spots in the southern half of New England. The farther north you go, notice a little blue showing up. We may get some wet flakes that mix in with elevation in the northwest mountains of Maine, pockets of rain along the Canadian border during Wednesday evening, and then we get some steadier precipitation to arrive west to east Wednesday evening and night. And it does get cold enough that we make that flip over to snow in northern New York, northern New Hampshire, northern Vermont, stretching back down the spine of the Green Mountains Wednesday evening and night. Northwest Maine, the crown of Maine, notice the blue showing up. Now, the farther south you come, it's a passing shower, maybe a brief downpour Wednesday evening. So there's not a ton of moisture there. But do you notice that that upslope flow too continues Wednesday night into very early on Thursday with some pockets of snow? Eastern Maine hangs on to some pockets of rain and wet snow in northern Maine as we head into Thursday morning before it departs. But otherwise, the sun is going to be out. It's going to be the big story with the wind as it whips up behind it. So how much moisture? This is precipitation. And really, it's only a few hundredths to maybe a tenth of an inch in the southern half of New England. The steadiest in terms of precipitation and the higher amounts of about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch are focused in the far north country and then extend in through central Maine as well. Otherwise, it's not a ton that does come through because it is so transient and fast moving. Snowfall, bit of a different story though. Getting excited here across northern New England. Most falls Wednesday night. And look at this. Yes, it's a 1 to 3, maybe even a dusting down to some of the valleys. So there will be some localized slick spots Wednesday night and as you're waking up early on Thursday morning. But these deeper blues here with elevation go 2 to 4 and 4 to 6 inches. Notice this, so over a foot possible for Mount Washington. Then as you head up right along the Canadian border into northwest Maine, Coos County up near Pittsburgh, these lighter blues indicating 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. So we do get the accumulation that comes down and that extends into northern Maine. Again, most of it falls tomorrow night. Let's talk wind. Southwest wind, breezy, 10 to 20 miles per hour Wednesday morning into the afternoon. It will ramp up, particularly along the south coast, 20 to 30 miles per hour. And then by the evening, notice we already have some gusts that go up near 40 for Cape Cod, the south coast. The peak wind happens from about midnight until the morning hours. There will still be some strong gusts after that, but watch what happens. We get these yellows that come in, even some reds. So 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts, isolated gusts higher. Don't focus on the exact number, but there's a strong jet just over our heads. We can mix down some of that wind to the surface. We go 55 miles per hour on the Cape. Isolated gusts higher than that on Nantucket may exceed 60. And then again, this is pre-dawn Thursday. That will result in some pockets of damage and outages. We still gust to around 40, 30 to 40 right on through midday. And then notice that the wind does ease, shifts around too behind it. And that's why it's strengthening out of the west-northwest during the course of the day. Friday, much less wind, and that makes a big difference. But our next disturbance comes in kind of similar to this next one. We get a warm front, maybe a little bit of snow right along northern Maine and the Canadian border, but otherwise the clouds increase on Friday. We get some showers, but not until Friday evening and night. That will mix with some snow in far northern Maine. And then notice as the front comes by, we may get some lingering rain early on Saturday. So waking up to a damp start, but then the front does push offshore and keep moving. So the sun breaks out. Again, next disturbance waiting in the wings. We'll watch the timing of that for later on Sunday into Sunday night. So fast hitting disturbances coming in. 50s on Wednesday, though far northern New England, we may actually be stuck in the 30s in some of the cooler pockets, 40s with that wind increasing out of the southwest, shifting to the west and then northwest behind it. So it does get chilly Wednesday night in northern New England with those pockets of snow. So some slippery travel there. Notice we're around the freezing mark, most spots 35 to 40 and lower 40s in southern New England. We don't rebound much on Thursday. It is a blustery feel, up around 50 in southern New England, 40s in far northern New England, some spots stuck in the upper 30s. Seasonable day by the time we get to Friday, less wind, again 50s in the southern half of New England, 40s in the north country with some showers arriving again in far northwestern New England. Friday night into Saturday, they will last. But notice we're up around 60 in southern New England. So a damp start, but then the sun breaks out. 50s and 40s the farther north you go. If you like our content, you can get more as a member. 4 membership levels. All the details you need to know on each one and how to sign up is at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. We appreciate your support. And if you want to represent the brand, our 1 Degree Outside merchandise is all at swag.onedegreeoutside.com.